Hello, Divine Feminines. How are you? I am feeling quite a shift in the energy. I wonder if you're feeling it too. Oh my gosh, we have a hidden card. Fourth house, roots. Man, I have not used these decks in a very long time, and that's a card 28. So that is about wealth, family wealth, inheritance, psychic wealth. No accident that it was. I felt the desire to get some other cards. So let's draw some signifiers here. You have Follow Your Own Rhythm, which is the card I was seeing when I picked this deck up. And he has Relax the Hold of Darkness and Be at Cause. And in between is Every Journey Starts with a Single Step. So I feel like you guys are being called to dream a beautiful dream here. And you're going to make that in your own way, seeing the true you. Like, this is a call for authenticity. So I have not used this deck in a very, very long time. It was a deck I really used a lot. Cut the deck, double aces. Shift in energy. I was very much enchanted with this deck and this deck a while ago, and the dreamy kind of qualities. And so I feel like Spirit is asking us to dream a more authentic dream. Ace of Pentacles, the Star, Divine Wisdom with the Staff of Hermes, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups. The Tower. This is one of the most beautiful Tower cards, I think. Queen of Swords. You may have an age difference. The Magician, Temperance. God, this deck is beautiful. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so Justice with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun and the Nine of Cups. Your person wants a new beginning here. They want a new experience. They want something. Transformation, Death on the bottom of the deck. They want something to be changed. What they seem to be focusing on is how this could happen. And they kind of keep coming up short when they ask that question. I don't like readings like that because it's just hypothesizing what your person should do, and it's really not of any value to you except to serve like your ego. Sorry, that's the breakthrough I've had in the last like 24 hours. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So that's this fourth house energy right here. It's such a beautiful card. So, you know, I am about empowerment, and I am about your own healing and not waiting. Waiting is codependency. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Look at another Tower card, the Crumbling. A lot of your person's world is, look at how similar these cards are. The outer world is crumbling and the inner world is awakening. And so when I get three aces, which we don't have here, I do get that as a spiritual awakening card. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. This is what your person is being called to do. Warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? And then on the bottom, we have a very temperate type of card, which is another home card, Minnetonkan, longing for home, the original light workers. It's just very much fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. I feel like you're kind of going through a physical body ascension. I don't know exactly why I feel that, but we're going to figure it out here. I feel like you're trying to have more energy come into your body. At least that's how I feel and kind of how I see these cards. Is that your body's not receiving it that well yet. So let's figure out what you need to do. Okay, so one of the things that they're saying, first of all, let's go into the story about your person, because he is having a major realization about the past. I think he's lost all hope for the things working out with the karmic. He's having this download, like this caduceus here is very much like, look at the mirroring between these two cards. And you know, the magician has the 4 aces on his card, right? Especially this one has all 4 elements. Okay, it's coming here. Let's get it. I think at one point he really either just rejected you. Look at new beginning. Starseed again. Passion. Core strength. I feel like he walked away from you or pushed you away, sabotaged, whatever, said no. There was some sort of a ending here that was disguised as things aren't going right for me in my world. I have to deal with this. I'm already committed. Some sort of excuse about why this couldn't happen. And the reason that it couldn't happen is because he was just as armored up as this lovely Queen of Swords who the karmic has been showing up as lately. The realization, I believe, and look at, we have sun, teacher, mentor. And I really, really feel like this reverse sun is related to a mother figure. Let's get a card on that. I feel like this was working through that emotional unavailability. And you were very, very available. You were very open. You were very caring. You were very loving. You were very beautiful and happy. And all the things that his mother wasn't. Yeah, see? Innocence. Celebration. Success. Rebirth. Bottom of the deck is schizophrenia. Look at this guy trying to straddle these two worlds. Change. And then you have harmony with the dolphins from yesterday, and then totality, and another kind of hanging in midair without support. I think that the way that this karmic he couldn't penetrate this karmic's heart right through all this armor. And that's exactly how his pattern was from his parents or his whatever person, and the way that he's been. So, you know, sometimes things can come into our awareness, and it may have been something you've been dealing with for years or decades or your entire life. A lion just keeps coming up. And you have a breakthrough. You know, some people this happens on psychedelics. Some people this happens like an NDE. Some people this happens whatever. It's just something happens, and it's a shift in a moment in time where you get a clarity that you did not have before. And something has brought him this clarity. It's like one thing, like they're showing me like a darkness, like a complete darkness, and someone just pokes a pin through it, and on the other side is this light. And sometimes when you hear the truth and you know, like I did a video yesterday that was like, the truth is simple. Sometimes you hear the words of the truth, and the vibration of the truth felt through your body shifts a lie that your part of your whole life was built on, right? It's like they're showing me the pyramids, and it's like if there was an earthquake under the pyramids that was strong enough, it wouldn't have been a force on the outside of the pyramid, but it would have shaken it enough that that could have crumbled no matter how big that base was built. It's like, I don't know why they're giving me that analogy, but the analogy is that there's a crumbling happening here. And I feel like it is, you see, look at, it's like this one light illuminates everything. And it could have been you piercing the darkness with the sword, saying something that woke this masculine up from his slumber. And it's not just that he's seeing, oh, this one thing is a problem. He's seeing that the eternal chain that he comes from was a problem. And when I say problem, I mean a faulty foundation of who you actually are. Okay, so let's get some more cards here, because this is a really nice message. But we need to know what to do with this information, right? I'm about empowerment. I'm about you being in control of your own life and not being a victim of whatever's going on with him. And, you know, that's part of my journey, and that's where it's leading me. And I think a lot of the narrative, I'm not going to end on that card again. Normally I don't make decisions like that, but I'm going to. I saw it, and I'm just, it was the same kind of card from yesterday. So let's just ask for a more evolved message. And if it comes up, it comes up. Unfinished symphony. He knows that he tried to like prematurely end things. Blocked his own blessings, didn't tell the truth. I don't know, his heart still feels your presence, and he can't seem to rest. because you feel like home here. And he's definitely being, there's this choice between peace and chaos and conflict. Chaos and conflict came out yesterday. It was the card I saw at the bottom of the deck. And now there's peace and thinker. And there's an awareness here that he doesn't really think about decisions before he makes them. And that's part of what trauma does to you, right? You act out of ego because your ego is trying to protect you. And I'm not saying he's bad or anyone's bad. And ego is not necessarily bad. Like, this message came through really strongly this morning. It's that all of your ego, the coping mechanisms, all kept you safe. Like, if you are now waking up to the shame of being like a people pleaser or a narcissist, and I've gone through now that those are really in the same frequency and just two different sides of the same coin. That it's not a bad thing for you to have kept yourself safe. Those things kept you, helped you survive. But when we wake up to them, we see like they keep us stuck. They keep us unwhole, which just means unhealed, right? They block our downloads. They block our blessings, like another card of being trapped. Another Queen of Swords. I think you had an awareness about the karmic that changed things for you too, right? Always mirrored energy. And the sad part is, he may have lied about some things. And he's realizing that controlling things and running from things and keeping himself stuck when his heart just wanted to grow kept him attracting. Look at law of attraction. No good thing shall be denied. Like attracts like. Look, that's crazy that these three came up together. He is realizing that he, and you may be realizing this too, kept himself stuck in that cycle of attracting what he didn't want. Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra. Wow, I've never had this happen. And now he's imagining contacting you, and it's bringing him a lot of anxiety. Gold, Empress. I mean, look at, that's my Empress card. Gold, 11. Prayer is always heard. This is very much like a holographic card, right? Like every part, every tiniest part of the whole reflects the entirety of the whole. And he's seeing something about, why can't he get over you? Look at the Void and Owl and Aim Higher, and my friends know that I'm not over you. But here's this card again from yesterday. It's like his heart stays stuck on you. No matter how much his mind says, no, I ruined that, I sabotaged that, I ran away from that, she would never forgive me, she never would want me, she's a goddess. You can't stop dreaming or thinking or wondering or imagining or knowing that you two are somehow linked together in this caduceus, this beautiful energy that feels like you two have known each other before. You two have the same essence. There's something here that calls to him in these vulnerable moments. Even though he talks to people about you, possibly, not for all, that they're saying his patience is running out. You know, Page of Swords is not an ideal message card. He's been waiting. He's been waiting for the moment that things for those of you with someone else, he's been waiting for you to be single. He thinks you're kind of closed off to him because he's too damaged and because of money and his lack of expression. I mean, I feel like he knows that you're intuitive here, but you're showing up as the star, which is not a signifier I usually use. And it's definitely that, you know, he's looking and going, oh, I chose an armored Queen of Swords over the star. You know, part of that was that he didn't feel necessarily ready for the level of change that you brought. And if I remember correctly, he's definitely having downloads about a new beginning that are coming from a place he can't explain. And if I remember correctly, we ended on Ace of Cups yesterday in reverse. And here it is in this beautiful card, which I love so much, with the rainbows and the flowers and the water. And him, like, peeking out behind the sword, like, with this kind of purple ball of protection around him. Trying to gather information from the field. It's kind of funny the way that it's coming across. Even if you've told him you're not mad, part of you is mad. He's feeling this energy of, if I wait long enough, if I give it kind of over to spirit, things will change. But things don't change with time with a twin flame, because they're not 3D based. And as I said, twin flame came out. I don't know, he's watching you ascend. He's not changing. You're probably watching him. However, this card coming up in the upright is pretty significant. So I have two cards that have a locked heart on them. The other one is in this deck. And that one is very locked. This one is unlocked. And I'm gonna find it now. It's a very Valentine's-y card, isn't it? I feel like this card came up so much for a very long time. And now kind of here we are with this card. And look at the mirror and another tower card. I don't know, something you did or said, something he saw with the karmic. I don't know. It triggered some kind of download. It was just like, I've had enough of this. The breaking point. And the seeing of like all of these interconnected circles of the chain that have, and look, there's there's all these planets here, all this little chain here, and all these circles here, leading back in time to it may have to do with like his mom and his dad and how his mom treated his dad. And his dad locked up his heart too. And this is, he's trying to see, is that what I want? Yeah. So trying to trust in divine timing. You're very intimidating. You're so beautiful. I'm not good at communicating my feelings with you. I send you telepathic messages. I want to follow my heart. I'm battling my addictions, and will you ever forgive me? And this is to the point of the black and whiteness of this that I feel like you could be like, I'm kind of going insane because I keep getting these telepathic messages and my heart keeps having these activations, and yet if I contact him, he's kind of like cold, really cold, or treats me like I don't know what you're talking about. As I, feel like this is happening or going to happen shortly, the fact that it's like in the present is making me feel like it's happening now, and it's kind of how the energy feels because my body's getting really hot now. But I think it embarrasses him to talk about his feelings, and I feel like that's part of this chain that, oh man, I really, really feel like the feminine's bodies are going through an integration because there's so many weird feelings in my body. Okay, so I'm gonna get animal signifiers. The bottom of the Romance Angels deck was heart-to-heart conversations in reverse. I feel like this cup of his is about to overflow, but he's really holding it back. You have 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 9 of Cups reversed, the Sun reversed. I do think that there will be some kind of communication. I almost want to say it's like smoke signals. Oh, look it. He got what you had yesterday, and you got, oh, and we have that again. So things are shifting, transformation, embrace the in-between. I feel like the more open you are to receiving the information that's coming through without judgment, even if it is in like meditation, the more you're going to stop this kind of roller coastery energy that's been going on. They're saying, like, try to smooth out the ups and downs. So it's kind of giving me, it is giving me roller coaster, but it's also giving me, look at that, there's more circles on this card. It's also giving me, like, she's got this sword of justice with the light on it, which is crazy because I didn't even really see it. But remember when I talked about piercing the darkness with this light? They're also giving me this full moon at the top, but the scales and the book. It may be written, this message. It also may be that one day you're like loading all of this evidence or whatever onto this one side of the scale, and the next day it's all this other evidence on the other side of the scale. And you know, we had the gold card came out, we have the spiritual card here, we have passion and telepathy, and it's like, you know, I always, when I talk about manifestation, I use that. Okay, so the first thing they're saying is you've really got to be focused on your own manifestation. Manifest in your own reality. Manifest for you. And Abraham Hicks, like, one of the longest analogies I've heard is they would use this, okay, when we're driving a motorhome across the country and we start in San Diego and we get to Phoenix and then we turn around and go back because we're going to go back to San Diego, and then we turn around and go back and we start again, and we keep doing that. And that's sometimes how we treat the universe, like a GPS. It's like, oh, I want this because I want all of this passion, but I also want someone that's like this and this and this, but I also want this and this and this. And sometimes they're just opposing things. Now, you can have what you want, but what they're saying is emotionally you seem to be changing your mind about the certainty of your feelings about this relationship. And part of that is that residual, I'm scared of rejection. So this is an important card. I'm stuck in visions of us together. He is stuck in visions of you together. There's this element of visions that I've mentioned throughout this whole thing. And they're saying none of these should really be reversed. Okay. You know, in a lot of ways, he's acting like a little kid. He's like, not this part, but it's just like, me. What do you see in me? I'm scared. I'm crying. I'm longing for you. Like, not an actual little kid, but like someone who has no control over their emotions, right? They're totally dysregulated. And that's something you need to work on, is emotional regulation, right? We oftentimes, I would say like 95% of people don't learn to regulate their emotions ever. And we certainly didn't as a child. It was just, do what I say, stop crying, you're making me look bad, you're embarrassing me. It was about the parent, right? And not, even if you had a caring parent and they were like, did give you some sort of, you know, oh, it will be okay, it really wasn't often about learning to regulate your emotions. So if you did learn to regulate your emotions, consider yourself very lucky. I feel like we all can always work on the clarity around our emotions and this fear of rejection, fear of loss. He seems to be very lost in his sense of self right now. And you may be feeling like you're rewriting your own. It's so interesting. They're giving me pyramid again. You may feel like you're rewriting your own kind of code. Did I say code? From a different, what is this? Matrix. Matrix in Greek means mother. And you may be writing your code from a different mother right now. Like, what that means is that you're learning to reparent yourself and give yourself like the mothering that you needed. And, you know, that's another way we break the chain. I have a hard time communicating. I want more than what we have. I'll be back. I miss you. Talking about you to others. Planning on calling you soon. We have too much in common. Every song reminds me of you. I think you are out of my league. He does. I need, for the reasons I explained, I need to feel in control. And also, if he's got like the narcissistic side, he also feels like he's out of your league because that's how a narcissist works. So the part inside that feels very damaged, that isn't ever really accessed, feels not good enough. But the outer show is that I'm too good for you. I feel like for some, I think I've said this before, but that's kind of what these cards give me, is that he may be spreading rumors about you, or he may be telling people you know information about him, so they'll tell you. To be honest, I get the feeling like the people around him are kind of tired of his antics and giving up on it in a way, or just tired of hearing, like, you can only hear things for so long and you're just like, okay, this needs to like get fixed or changed, or you need to like do something. Unless it's just a victim, you know, stuck in constant victim mode with him, which that may be what that whole attraction piece is. He may be realizing that the only people around him are also miserable, and he sees himself a certain way and he doesn't want to see himself as miserable. That's coming through for some of you. Now, that's a very, very big insight for somebody who's down in shame. I'll just tell you that much. Because it requires you to actually look at yourself. And empaths do this better, but they often don't really change either, because that vibration of shame is so low. It's very challenging to have movement. You seem to be calling to him in a way of it's kind of a siren in a way, but keep doing this. It's like part of him can hear the call. And even as I say that, I feel like a little nausea. There's a bit of nausea about facing what he's done. And if he chooses to do it, I feel like it's going to be a very spur of the moment thing. I think it's going to be like a lightning strike type situation. So let's get advice for you. I hope that helps you. You know, the messages that I'm gathering that came through are like, work on your self-concept, work on your inner child healing, work on your attachment. I'll leave this beautiful star here. And knowing that you are this beautiful star, That star has a pyramid on it. And we are in Aquarius season. That has access to this wisdom of throughout the ages that you carry down. Not they're being very insistent that I say, not only do you carry trauma, but you also carry a lot of wisdom that you may not have tapped into yet. I'm going to do 3 piles. We'll do, I think that's smoky quartz. Bumblebee jasper. I feel like earthy today. Ankh. Wow. So Lord Ganesh is giving blessings of infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. I love that for us. Love, love, love that for us. I love Bumblebee jasper. It's not really a bee time of year, I don't think. I don't know if there's a bee time of year, but it doesn't seem like a lot of bees would be out right now. Maybe the orange trees. I think though they already have their fruit, right? I don't know. You might see bees, or they might be a sign for you. So calcite, relaxation. There is this kind of message coming through for the divine feminine to give yourself some extra sleep, extra relaxation, maybe a massage or a spa day or meditation or some kind of indulgence that you like. I'm feeling would be maybe even a sound bath on the full moon, they're saying, because a recalibration of your physical body. Okay. I think the full moon is today. I'm not sure. I think so. I mean, can't tell if this is the sun or the moon, but it definitely feels like moon energy there to me. So maybe there's some moon rituals, moon water, they're saying, maybe really good for you. If you make that, or charging your crystals, whatever it is for you. Green dragon helps you tune into the secrets of nature. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. I think I used the word essence in this reading. What else am I doing here? Oh, I got them all. Okay. And messages. You know, it may be a good meditation for you to meditate on how you want and desire your true self, right? So this is the Leo full moon, and I'm just seeing this card, and it's like, you don't want to send your twin information, and you don't want to send them thoughts, because then they have to send them somewhere else. But if you meditate on why you love yourself, why you desire to be your true self, why you want to know your true essence, this may be a very healing meditation for you at this time. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Card 1. I think this is smoky quartz. I cannot remember. It doesn't necessarily look like it, but Charity, another new beginning card. Saturn. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. So I would add meditation to that. Connect with heaven and ask, and you shall receive. Coaxinite, new beginnings. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but coaxinite, black dragon from Saturn, brings you wisdom through spiritual disciplines. So again, that's indicating meditation, prayer, acting in integrity. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So you can call these in through meditation, through when you're sleeping. Wow, we have both the black dragons coming out. Okay, so the Bumblebee Jasper is Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. I do think that's one of the two most powerful cards in that deck, the other being Horus. Fire Agate, creativity, beautiful, and it's kind of in the shape of a heart, right? Never noticed that before. Alpha Dragon, he does have the quill. This is the eclipse. Harness the divine masculine power of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. And then we have again a death card, the transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Then we have the divine feminine Ankh. We have, look at that. I told you about the body. And you may resonate with all of these. Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. This is what's going on. Agate, healthy body. So I do think your body is being upgraded right now. And if you resist that energy, I think it will be not so pleasant. So try to attune your body to the new frequency you feel called to attune it to. You could listen to like frequencies. 428 is coming up, but whatever you feel drawn to. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Right? We've had the sword all throughout this reading. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear a cloak of power and pride. Wait. Do not rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So my readings are open if you'd like one. And I want to thank you for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. If you comment, like, subscribe, share, and I would absolutely love to hear what parts of this resonate with you on your healing journey, because going forward, as much as I love reading masculine energy and I do it, you know, I'm being so called to help the feminines on their healing journey. And it's just a very powerful time to be a divine feminine healing, where we're stepping into our empowerment. And really, I think it's ushering in like an entire new world, the power that we hold in being just our authentic self, not being the version of ourselves that society tells us we have to be, or that our parents told us we had to be, or either other women tell us we have to be. You know, it's very powerful, but it also, I think right now at this juncture, there is a lot of confusion and misunderstanding about what is going on between masculine and feminine energies. And we are trying to work that out. And we are trying to dream a beautiful dream, step into a new world. And sometimes that has to come with looking at, why wasn't the old one working for us? Where was the injustices in that? Why are we all feeling kind of alone, at least in some capacity, you know, misunderstood? And that kind of has to start with us expressing our authenticity. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this reading, and I love being here and reading for you and trying to get these messages that come through me out. It's very much an honor. Bye for now.